welcome back. Thank you all so much for taking time to join me here. This is pre-recorded when you will see this. Let's jump into today's news. We don't want to take up most of your precious time. So again, thank you for being here. All articles will be linked down in the description box. The article is titled, "The Super Rich Preppers Planning to Save Themselves from the Apocalypse." So if you think that just the everyday prepper is crazy, you guys think again, because all the billionaires, the elites, presidents, royalty, they're all prepping for SHTF. This article is on The Guardian. Biological warfare, how long should one plan to be able to survive with no outside help? Should a shelter have its own air supply? What was the likelihood of groundwater contamination? Finally, the CEO of a brokerage house explained that he had nearly completed building his own underground bunker system and asked, "How do I maintain authority over my security force after the event?" The event that was environmental collapse, social unrest, nuclear explosion, solar storm, unstoppable virus, or a malicious computer hack that takes everything down. The single question occupied us for the rest of the hour. The new armed guards would be required to protect their compounds from raiders as well as angry mobs. One had already secured a dozen Navy SEALs to make their way to his compound if he gave them to the right queue. But how would he pay the guards once his even crypto was worthless? The billionaires considered using special combination locks on their food supply, and only they knew, or making guards wear disciplinary collars or some kind in return for their survival. Or maybe building robots to serve as guards and workers. That technology could be developed in time. So this article is really long, but it is very insightful, and I encourage you to read it when you have time. So it is showing you that they are taking this seriously. So if the extremely wealthy people are taking this seriously, then I ask you a question. If you aren't, why aren't you? Okay. Also in today's news, we know that the Dow was up. Stock market closed in the green today. And another interesting article. May total commercial Chapter 11's bankruptcy filings increased 34% over the same period last year. So bankruptcies are up. Chapter 7, Chapter 11, Chapter 13. Many people are having to file bankruptcy. That brings me to a quick thought, because I don't want to keep you guys long on your Friday evening. As we knew in the pandemic, people were getting divorced. Everybody was forced together, working from home. People were getting on each other's nerves, and divorce rates was very high during the pandemic. So what has happened again during this inflation? Divorce are on the rise again. And usually the number one reason for divorce is financial. So when you start having financial problems within your home and you can't get it, make the numbers work, or one's, not pulling their weight and the other one's falling all onto them, then it's creating tension and frustration within the marriage. So what are people doing? They're throwing the towel in and they're saying, "I'm done, I'm out," and they're filing for divorce. I also think you can please leave your comments down below, but it goes financial and then infidelity. So I kind of think those two kind of go hand in hand. Obviously the fidelity part, there's a lot more to that side than just the financial, but it's usually can stem from financial. When people are at their wits' end, they don't want to work it out, or they try to work it out and they can't, and so they're opting to file divorce. So you can check that article as well. Divorce rates are skyrocketing. People are finding it's better just to cut their losses and bail. If you going into this weekend, take time to just sit down and go over your preps. What do you have? What do you need? What are you weak on? We all have weak spots. I have weak spots. I'm continuing to get myself into physical shape. I recommend, if you are not in shape, to get yourself in shape. That is going to be your number one asset to yourself. So I've got these bright lights on and it's just hot in here. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of our firefighters, our first responders, our law enforcement. everybody that has been taking care of the fires that are going around in California. We were fortunate today that we had rain, so I'm hoping that it helped the fires, put the fires out, because there's been ash all over. I forgot to roll my window up about that much in my Eclipse, and it was just covered in ash when I went out to get in it yesterday. It was terrible. Rain has just been a godsend, and we're so blessed to have it. So with that, I'm just going to wish you all a great weekend. Make sure you are prepping, make sure you're doing physical activity, keep the mind, the cognitive sharp, be well, and take care.